rush yards, Frank Gore. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson, pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. It's complete. It's Gore. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Yo, we know the rest.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Why the fuck you leave?
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Now Wilson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. On 1st down, it's Gore. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Wilson. Going right side, he has Winton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Wilson. Underneath to his running back, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. That was Patrick Peterson from his cornerback spot whirling in for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On first down, Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. The Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
And
that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
He hears yelling, throw the smoke.
A gain of 4 on the play.
He's still trying
and
to
it's a
fucking
2nd
knock down walls and buildings. So
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Sanu. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the toss, it's Gore. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Gore again here on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, he's got Gore. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I want to try to trick you.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one from that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From just shy of midfield, Carr got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down, Falcons.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
7:34. 61, match box, right.
Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Justin Houston who got him down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And again this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Badgley able to punch this one through. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
It looks mad high though, man. I knew I was tweaking, bro. This shit was not that high on the
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yeah,
now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Oh, they put me up there.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcast. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wilson now off the bootleg. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he coughed it up. And the Falcons grab it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moving to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
He throwing Davion.
Carr now on first down. Over the middle to Garcon. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Yes, sir.
And the
The
Vikings
D.
pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football
He's got
back.
like on the line with the takeover. That's a takeover. Yeah, with the takeover.
Following the fumble
He's coming.
recovery, it's
Throw
Wilson.
it. Why you didn't throw the ball, Russell Wilson?
Miles Garrett
Miles Garrett.
getting him once again his third sack of
Sit
the
it on my
afternoon.
head so they put Brand
Now
on.
following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and
Never did they
17.
do a fullback
And he's going
dive.
to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
With James definitely not.
It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line
on,
of
man, get the
scrimmage.
first down.
3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I
You
would
gotta get it
expect
out
to see some
quick,
pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19.
hold on, I'm
It'll be a
Vikings.
gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent
Nope,
away.
already muted it. Shoot it. Shoot it. Shoot it. I tried to go Samaj. You waited till
We'll
you
call
muted
that
it
a
to try
punt
to
of
do it.
54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with
I thought he was
nothing,
going to that under route right
not
there.
a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get
overplayed
that
that route
bad
right there. I
taste
thought he
out
was
of their
going down
mouth
there.
here?
See,
This
I ain't
drive
see
starting
that
off
big.
on the right foot, 18 yards.
Definitely running his ball.
First down, Falcons.
No, he definitely
One
running
play
his
has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back.
I see you, London College.
Tackle made by the Pro Bowl safety Landon Collins.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Fuck, that was weird.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep.
Come on, Arthur.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everyone wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On first down, Wilson. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first and goal. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into the wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a
he's so
play.
good at that running back
inside the
position,
5-yard line.
bro.
Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He's going to air one out. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Harris now to return. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now it's Wilson. So the grab over the middle.
Come on, man.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Gore. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go, boy.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Let's go, boy.
A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives and they ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's just pick. You like running this one,
Now a play fake. Carr.
Oh, I tried to bait you.
Smith catches left side. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Carr.
Oh, my God.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
That would have sealed the game.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
I know you ain't sending him on the street. I know you're not sending him on the street.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Every time I get off Madden,
this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Let's go one more. Kill. Turn it. Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, y'all got to pick that.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And his kick here is good.
Damn.
And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And it's caught by Smith. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Here's Sanu on the catch. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Gore. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Oh, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all time.
Yeah, bro. What a weak-ass nigga, bro.
What can Carr do now with his drive? And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a third down. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
93.
Carr.
Nope.
And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's it.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. Steps away to his left. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Now a delayed give to Gore. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
6-18. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Shoot. Five.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime.
Imagine Brody joining my live.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Keep playing hard.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. One, Raider, one. Mike 59. Hey, Charlie. Mike, check, 59.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
My son was snapping at running back. Oh my God. I might end this stuff.